Borderline personality disorder. All right. You want some straight talk? Let's do some straight talk here. This goes for everybody, whether you're a norm or you have BPD. If you are in a relationship and you are trying to change the other person's behaviors or attitude, hoping that someday, one day, that they are going to meet the expectations that you have, you are a fool and you need to stop. At least admit that you're a fool. You cannot change anybody, ever. You can't, most people can't even change themselves, let alone another human being. So my advice to anybody out there in a relationship that is watching this video because they want some relationship advice, well, here it is. Before you try to change another human being, look at yourself and change yourself. At least then you may be successful. It's very doubtful. The odds of somebody actually being able to change their core beliefs, their actual inner self, it's only very few can do that. And the likelihood of somebody being able to change another individual, forget about it. It isn't going to happen. Everything wrong in your relationship, you could solve. You don't need the other person to change anything. Not one thing. All you have to do is change yourself. You can make changes that can improve that relationship. Or at least stop trying to improve the relationship and just accept the fact that you deep down enjoy it or want it or feel you deserve it if you're in the relationship. I've been in horrible relationships. And in those relationships, I mostly knew that I blamed myself for everything. But I knew what the problem was, is what I'm saying. When you're in a relationship, you're not stupid. You may ask for advice, you may want advice and all of this, but deep down, you know what the problem is. You know how to fix the problem. You know what the solution is. You're just wanting advice so that somebody can maybe, hopefully, reinforce what you've already believing. Or it somehow makes you feel, if you're looking for advice or trying to fix the relationship, then you can justify it in your mind somehow that you're taking proactive steps, that there's something, that you're doing something, instead of just accepting the cold, hard truth that the relationship's not going to change and that you are too cowardly to walk away. You don't have the strength to end the relationship. You've started to identify with this other person. They become part of you, and without them, you can't exist. Therefore, you pretend that you're changing things, when in actuality, you just don't want to look in the mirror and realize that you're a coward and don't have the strength to leave. It's fine. It's okay. Don't take what I'm saying as a negative. It's not. It's okay to be a coward. It's okay to not have the strength to leave an abusive, horrible relationship. The only problem, the only thing that makes it bad, is if you can't admit that you're a coward and you can't admit that you don't have the strength to leave a horrible, abusive relationship. At least don't live in denial. At least admit to it. Own it. That is the beginning of maybe being able to have any kind of change. Really, in the end, though, all of this is pointless. This is just noise, chatter, just filler. Because at the end of the day, in all honesty, everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be in your life. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. The only thing that muddles it up and confuses it is we don't like to accept that things are exactly the way they're supposed to be. We don't like to accept the fact that we're right where we're supposed to be at, because we always want to be somewhere else. We don't like where we're at. We never do. Until we're not there anymore. Then we wish we could go back and be there where we once were, even though we didn't enjoy it when we were there. And if we're not doing that, then we're thinking of the future and how that's going to be so much better and save us from our miserable existence right now. But you're never going to make it to the future. The future is now, and you can't go back, and you can't change anything, but you're right where you need to be. So accept it. Accept where you're at and find the enjoyment that you can. It really doesn't matter anyway. I mean, we are just a turd in a glass of milk in a cosmic blender of shit. That is what I want you to get from this video. If you take nothing else out of this video, just remember that we are a turd in a glass of milk in the blender of shit. Until next time, keep on keeping on. I am planning to walk across America. It is a goal that I plucked out of the ether. It's to help BPD research. I don't even know if there is BPD research, but we could get it started. So Mr. BPD is going to walk across America. If you'd like to help out in that, you can help out by donating to PayPal. You can also join my Patreon page where I put out videos sometimes, every once in a while. You never know. And 10% off the top goes to BPD research wherever I can find it. I'm sure if it's not out there, we can start it. That was a lousy fucking commercial. So please give me some money on PayPal to help BPD research. And you can watch another video, maybe, if one shows up.